Lotus was one of the biggest names in Formula 1 and until recently were present in Formula 1 too. Sadly those days are over, but of course we can dream of seeing the black and gold livery back on the grid again. No, not Rich Energy, Lotus. As well, the black and gold John Player Special Lotus livery of course is one of the most iconic livery, and of all Lotus's iconic liveries over the years, if you ask most people what livery they sort of think of when you ask them about Lotus, it will be this livery, black and gold, featuring some of their sponsors as well from yesteryear as well. Obviously this is a livery mod, there are of course restrictions but due to the Alpine Sashi, but nevertheless I'm happy with this, how this turned out. So yes, today's video I'm going to be driving this beautiful black and gold livery Lotus around their home circuit, Silverstone, and we're going to be driving as of course a man who has raced against Lotus in the past, back in when they were in their second or third disguise, whatever you want to argue about, of course between 2011 and 2015 as Fernando Alonso as well. Race strategy is going to be a nice day at Silverstone, so race strategy is a one stop from soft to medium. Did have a look at medium to hard, but to be honest it's slower as well, so you know we can go 5 laps on soft. I'm going to lower the fuel limit because it's not career mode, we don't need 7,000 litres of fuel unlike career mode. So yes, fire up lights then for the British Grand Prix for 9th place on the grid, and after a short hold away we go, and it's a poor start again as usual for me on F122. Gasly goes around the outside but he gets pinched in the corner. Ocon has had a poor start, he's been pinched out as well, squeezed out by I think Norris there. Magnussen in the Andretti Cadillac car, he's having around the outside, but we're going to keep off footing and squeeze him out and retain P9 for now, as Ocon is having a go at Norris in the Golf McLaren as well, but Ocon hasn't got the grit to be able to go right around the outside of Brooklands and has to slot in behind the Brit for now. But of course we're now closing in on Ocon through great speed through Copse. Now we need to try and make the overtake and make it through Magnussen Beckett's. Round the outside, turns the inside. Yes, we can a little bit wide, but we have retained the position. A brilliant move. Very rare to see a move that make there not actually go well as well. I'm sure not myself now or whoever's in charge of this Lotus team will have had their heart probably skip a beat as I watched myself as Alonso overtake Ocon through Magnussen Beckett. To say a little bit too much speed there, but able to keep it under control and make the move work. But Ocon's going to have to come back at us on the run through turn 1. The AOI is a bit strong out of the final corner there, but able to keep the position and now retain P8. Next up will be Lando Norris through Copse. So another good run using a bit of ERS as well. This time around the outside, turns the inside. Try not to hit those red rumble strips, otherwise you will end up breaking your floor. But we have to. Norris has come back at us. He switched back to us through, but we're able to power past, use a bit of VRS to finish off the move. Love a little bit of racing between myself and Lando Norris in the Golf livery McLaren as well. As I say, he took the tighter line through the second there, but then he obviously able to out-traction him out at the end of Magnussen Beckett's. As of course, our race leader is Max Verstappen in the Red Bull Honda car. He is just untouchable in this series at all. Leclerc starting to run away a bit as well from Perez in P3. So we're watching George Russell, he's in P4, but at the penultimate corner he's had a lock up and has slowed right down. So that's the top 3 running away. He's going to be now behind, and he's going to be susceptible to Carlos Sainz in the other Ferrari, who's going to DRS down the second straight, and he's going to make the position, get that position up to P4 for him. We have been able to catch up to this lot, but it's time to make our pit stop as we're coming in with Hamilton. So Hamilton slowed down a little bit early for the pit lane, maybe having a bit of deja vu to that. Well, I think, was it 2020? I can't remember. There was a year where we all thought Hamilton had sped into the pit lane and he hadn't. But anyway, back to our pit stop. Hopefully this will be a good stop. 2.4. And is that us jumped? Technically speaking, we've jumped Hamilton through the pit lane. I know we ghosted through him, but I mean that counts in this game as jumping him in the pit lane. So that's another position gained thanks to the brilliant work of the Lotus mechanics there. So out the pit lane as well. It's a very slow pit lane in Silverstone. Hamilton is going to have a go at us down the Wellington Straight, but down he's unable to get the position. We squeeze him to the curb. He's unable to then get the move done. So we jump to start lap number 7, as there's a lot of cars in the pits at the moment, and there is George Russell. Perez on hard tyres. Sainz has come out behind us, so we've undercut Sainz, and then we dive down the inside of Russell, and there's contact with Russell, and then also Hamilton goes past as well. There's a replay. So we died on the inside. Russell just not aware where we were, really, and then Hamilton behind. So well, Russell's actually got a little bit of front wing damage there as well on that front right end plate, as you can see on the screen now, as Hamilton is able to get the better traction, but Russell's going to come back. Even though he's only got a little bit of damage, it's not harming performance wise, and he's able to attack Hamilton. Russell, is he going to be able to make the move? Yes, he is, but this of course is going to cause issues because Hamilton now will have DRS, as will Carlos Sainz on the hard tyres, usual Ferrari strategy. And Sainz, I don't know if he's managed to find the power of that illegal Ferrari engine, but has able to get past both Mercedes. But Sainz of course is susceptible. Mercedes are on the medium compound tyre, and although Russell's got a little bit of damage, doesn't seem to be harming him performance wise. And Russell, a lovely little dive down the inside of Copse, he's able to make the move, and they're going side by side now through into Maggotts and Beckett's. Who will come out on top between Sainz and Russell? Will it be Hamilton? Sainz comes out on top, but Hamilton then will have DRS. I don't know what's happened to Sainz or Russell, because neither of them have got DRS. Hamilton swoops past Russell, and he's now up to P6, but all of them losing so much time to myself, as we've been able to press on to Sergio Perez. The hard is not the tyre you want to be on, because it takes a few laps to warm up in a 25% race. That's half the race. Perez had a little bit of a slowdown. There was no contact. He just had a bit of a wobble and a hard time not getting in the grip. Might not be warmed up even at this point in the race. And there's a huge battle going on. And now we've got Ocon against Norris. Ocon dives down the inside of Norris. Norris is going to come back. He's going to keep his foot in down the inside for the next corner for Norris. So they're still going side by side through into Copse. They're still going side by side towards Maggotts and Beckett's. We've been going side by side for pretty much the entire lap so far. Oh, and there's a bit of the contact we were expecting, and Norris is going to have to come into the pits. And up ahead, that's created a gap for between these three, as Hamilton is having a go at Carlos Sainz. He was being attacked by Russell, but all of them leaving so much time. Even Magnussen's coming back at this lot as well, and they're going still bickering. They're going through into towards Brooklands, and Hamilton finally gets the move done, and now Russell dives down the inside of Brooklands as well. Can he get the better traction out of Brooklands? Yes, he can. Now Russell's now going to have attack Hamilton, so this is great racing between these three, even if it's costing them so much time. Russell is able to get back in front of Hamilton, up to P5 as well. But we move back to our POV. The final stint of this wasn't really doing much. Perez is able to keep the gap, which is probably expected between the difference between the hard and medium compound tyres, and in the end it is a podium for Lotus on their return to Formula 1. Ocon P8, but he was at the back of that battle between the two Mercedes and Carlos Sainz. If he had a bit more pace in the car, then he would have probably been able to get ahead of that lot, or at least join that battle. Ricciardo gets P10 after Norris made his second stop. So yes, if you have enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, see plenty more F122 and F123 fantasy liveries. If you've got any fantasy liveries you want to see on F123, let me know in the comments below, because I am compiling the list of ones from F122 and previous F1 games as well that have sort of seen being popular with the community, you guys as well, watching the videos as well. So as I said, let me know in the comments below. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.